Welcome here in the online session. Hope you all are safe and healthy at home. Today we'll focus on chapter 1. We'll get a brief summary of this particular chapter. The name of this chapter is The Living Word. If we will go in a brief summary, so this particular chapter is going to divide in 5 sections. These are, first one is the features of the living being, means the characteristics of living. Second one is taxonomy, and third one is systematics. Fourth one is binomial nomenclature, and last one is taxonomical aids. Well, today we will focus on the first point. The first point is living characteristics, means what are the various features of the living being? Why the living beings are different from non-living beings? Well, if we'll pay attention towards around us, so we'll get n number of things which are living and various things which are non-living. So what are the various characteristic features on the basis of which we are saying that no, this is the living thing and the rest thing, these are the non-living. So in NCERT, some specific features have been defined. These are going to explain about the properties of the living things. These are growth, reproduction, metabolism, cellular nature, and consciousness. Means if growth is present there, reproduction is occurring, metabolism is there, cellular nature is there, and consciousness there. So it means these are the features of the living things. These are going to denote that the specific thing is living. So now come to the next point. Next means this is the first point of this particular property of the living things. Well, so first one is what? It is the growth. So there are some specific points which has been mentioned here in the NCERT. The first point is what, sir? A person is increasing in the size, means growth represent the increase in size. And second, this particular increase in size, it is going to explain two things. Increase in number of cells. How these number of cells are going to increase? With the process of mitosis. And second one is what? Increase in size of the cell. And second one is what? In animal, growth stops after a certain period. If we'll focus on our height, so we'll measure this thing that now we are not continuously developed. After a certain time, after a certain age, the growth is going to stop here. But in case of the plant will keep on growing, means forever growth is occurring here. What about the unicellular organism? This is a very specific point. It has been mentioned here in NCERT. In unicellular organism, example, bacteria, growth and reproduction is one and same thing. So these are the specific features which are going to explain about the growth. Here one diagram has been mentioned. It is going to explain it's a child, and now after attaining a growth, it is going to take a place of an adult. Now next is what's a reproduction. So we'll focus on, if we're going to focus on the reproduction, so this is going to divide in two forms. This is what's asexual reproduction, and second is what's sexual reproduction. The main difference between sexual reproduction as well as the asexual reproduction is what? The fusion of gametes. Fusion of gamete, only it occur in case of the sexual reproduction. It doesn't occur in case of the asexual reproduction. Here in this particular flow chart, it is going to explain here that this is what's a male gamete and this one is what's a female gamete. Now, syngamy occurs and the formation of the zygote takes place. So this is what, this reproduction is what's a second feature of the living being. Now come to the next feature, that is what's a metabolism. So what happened in case of the metabolism? In our cell, various reactions takes place. Here in this particular diagram, this is going to explain here that various cells, various reactions are going to take place in our cell. A plus B, it is going to convert in C. Now D is going to convert D, and the formation of E is also going to. N number of the reactions are continuously occurring in our cell. So metabolic reactions occurring in the cell, they are continuously occurring in the cells. So third feature, it is going to explain about the living organism is what? It's a metabolism. And metabolism, what is metabolism? This is the sum total of all chemical reactions in the body. Next one is what? It is the property is what? It is the consciousness. Consciousness means to sense the environment and to respond to it. Only human is self-aware. So this consciousness, it is again going to explain about the property of the living being. So what is the conclusion of this particular topic? Means the various feature of the living being is what? Consciousness and cellular nature, these are the definitive property, and metabolism is also a definitive property. Growth is also definitive property. So this was all about the properties of the living characteristics. In the next video, we'll focus on the taxonomy, systematics, binomial nomenclature, taxonomical aids. Till then, take care, be safe and stay home.